I can't juggle, but a common question I get is, what supplements do I need to take? And are there supplements that I should be on for life for wellness purposes? This is a wonderful question, and it applies to both patients in the office that are undergoing a functional medicine action plan and people that I'll never meet who aren't patients who are seemingly healthy but may need nutritional support to really reach optimal. I'm Dr. John Bartemus, and I'm putting the pieces together to help you live a life at optimal. What supplements are needed by everybody every day? Is there research supporting this if you're telling me that I need to take one? Well, yes and yes. Science has shown that every American should be on a multivitamin every day. The Journal of the American Medical Association, or JAMA, in 2002 published a study stating that all adults should be on vitamin supplements because our nutrition is deficient, our soils are deficient, and even our organic foods are not enough to make us optimal and lead to health. And what's interesting is in the study, they said that low levels of a vitamin that are not at deficiency levels, but are at, say, insufficiency levels or suboptimal, are enough to trigger disease and contribute to disease such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and osteoporosis. So these are levels that are not deficiency levels, but they're insufficient or suboptimal. Basically, they're saying people who have functionally low vitamin status are at increased risk for disease, and they recommend in the article that everyone take a multivitamin. So there's one. You need a multivitamin, and that's one we should all be taking for life. And it should be quality, not something off the shelves at your local grocery store or GNC or Target, etc. Because as I've mentioned in other videos, and as was documented a couple of years ago, third-party investigators went into those stores, GNC, Target, Walmart, grocery store chains, and bought supplements off the shelves and wanted to know, is what is reported on the label actually in the supplement? And what they found was that most times what was reported on the label was not found in the supplement, and what was found in the capsules were toxins, fillers, and ground up plants. So the most expensive vitamin in the world is one that doesn't work. You might be able to go to a wholesale grocery store such as Costco or BJ's or something like that and buy a 1 million count fish oil, but if it's oxidized rancid fish oil for $4.99, you're actually paying to add toxic burden to your body and to your liver and have to detoxify that. So it's worth it to buy practitioner-based lines that are quality, that are third-party tested and vetted to have what's reported on the label inside them so that you can be healthy. So multivitamin is one. Research also shows that up to 78% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. So you can make the argument that magnesium is something we should all be on. Vitamin D is a common deficiency in the US population. So vitamin D is a common supplement we should be on. And you could argue, well, I go outside and I get sun exposure every day. But the higher you are latitudinally, or the more north you are, the farther you are from the equator, the poorer the angle of incidence of the sun hitting the earth. So even up to 30 minutes out in the sun in, say, New York or Maine is not going to be enough necessarily without also supplementing. Fish oil or omega-3 fatty acids are another supplement we should all be on every day. Research has documented the massive imbalance in omega-6 fatty acids versus omega-3 fatty acids in the standard American diet. The current ratio is 40 to 1 omega-6 to omega-3 or higher, meaning highly pro-inflammatory. So omega-3 fatty acids are anti-inflammatory, and they also support nervous system health and brain health. So fish oil is another one we should be on each day. And then lastly, a quality probiotic to go along with a quality diet that is diverse in fruits and vegetables and fibers to feed those probiotics is one we should be on every day, especially if you drink alcohol, or take antibiotics frequently, or eat GMO foods, because all of those things destroy the gut barrier, creating intestinal permeability or leaky gut, and also kill the bacteria. So a multivitamin, a fish oil, a vitamin D, a probiotic, a magnesium, those would be the wellness supplements that are supported by evidence saying that typical Americans should take those every day. If you're working with a functional medicine practitioner, we can test to see what your levels are in each of those and dial in specifically to you, the individual, and say, hey, you do need a multi, your magnesium's actually good and your D's good, so you don't need those. So on an individualized basis in office, I could answer your question specifically about, hey, what do I need? But in a general population-wide answer, those are the 5 that research supports should be taken.